and civilian victims, there is the potential for these people to mistakenly associate you with police in their homeland. Often they're accustomed to police states where death squads and police torture are common. Also included in today's knife culture are emotionally disturbed persons, or EDPs. Included here are thousands of the homeless, an estimated 1/3 of whom are armed with edged weapons. Typically unskilled with weapons, but still dangerous, EDPs can quickly become the ultimate knife-wielding psycho. The edged weapon can hold a special power for them. It's part of their violent fantasies. EDPs are often portrayed by the media as poor, harmless, crazy people.
Squad 421.
421, go ahead.
421, meet security. Trouble with a patient identified as Ted Zimowitz, room 41 of the Mental Health Center, 9500 West Wisconsin. Approach with caution, subject possibly armed with an edged weapon.
421's 10-4. It's a hell of a way to start off a shift.
But remember, EDPs have killed more officers with edged weapons than any other category of offender. To be especially feared are EDPs who do have edged weapon skills through military experience or learned while incarcerated. There are over 25,000 EDPs inside jails and prisons, and they're more dangerous when they're let out than before incarceration. Because of a paranoid fear of intrusion, your very presence may be experienced as an overwhelming threat. To him, the weapons he covets may be powerful crutches, and he knows you want to remove them to diminish him.
Hey! My toilet don't work! Hey! My toilet don't work! My outback don't fix my toilet!
Hold on a minute, Terry. Let me take care of this guy over here.
Hey! Quiet!
Sir, I need you to come out of your cell. We have to move you down about 2 doors down. You need to come out now. Sir, can you hear me? You okay? Sir, we can do this either the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Sir, I want you to come out, and I want to see your hands now. You got a hand for me?
Okay, man. Okay. Don't fuck with me! Don't fuck with me!
What you're looking at is something you've never seen before, but you've heard about. Inmates in a maximum security prison practicing their edged weapon skills. This is one training ground for the group that lives at the very heart of the knife culture and is ready to take you on. Hardcore criminal offenders. They go to great lengths to develop the deadly talents their career survival depends on. They have the training. They have the interest, and sooner or later, they get good in the ways they train. With the use of an extreme telephoto lens, you can see close up how they practice in small groups, usually with several lookouts. They use toothbrushes or pencils to simulate knives. But there's nothing pretend about their goal. Some of the weapons are crudely constructed from makeshift materials, razor blades taped to toothbrushes, or hidden in match packs, or melted into pens. A safety pin straightened out and sharpened, pieces of plexiglass or metal wrapped with cloth for a handle, or tied to a cutting edge that can be swung. But prisoners with access to metal shops can produce more sophisticated edged weapons, like these. Prison gangs customarily have their own edged weapon makers with special tricks of the trade. A sandpaper grip or a cloth handle strap will help control the weapon when it gets bloody. Rust sometimes is deliberately used to complicate injuries. Pointed weapons can easily be converted into spears with rolled-up newspapers which have been soaked and dried to a hardened shaft. One correctional facility where a sergeant was killed reported 70 spear attacks on officers in a single year. Outside prison, there are those with martial arts training who prefer the edged instrument over other weapons because of its silence. It never jams, never has to be reloaded, and it doesn't leave a ballistic residue. Plus, they understand that even for violent crimes, our liberal courts tend to be more lenient with knife offenders than with criminals who use guns. Unfortunately, a suspect's type may not always be obvious to you as a warning sign. Especially when nothing seems out of the ordinary, and when low light level or fast action make it difficult to see his weapon. These problems, of course, are multiplied when an edged weapon offender has backup. To overcome these suspect advantages, it is crucial that you read danger cues in behavior and body language.
Hey, you're blocking the alley. What's the problem?
Certain movements leave little doubt about intent. This represents imminent danger for sure. But many officers who become knife victims are so startled by a sudden charge that they freeze up. Sometimes you see an offender move to throw an edged weapon. The truth is, very few people can throw accurately, especially in the real world, where targets move. Also, a trained knife fighter will rarely throw away his weapon. Unless he has more that you can't see. A third type of behavior usually occurs as a defensive reaction by an offender. The taunting gesture.
Get away from here! Get out of my house!
Drop the razor! Drop it!
What he's telling you is, don't invade my space or I'll attack you.
Show me your hands! Now!
One of the most dangerous forms of concealment is palming. This hides the edged weapon while still positioning it for immediate use. If you can't see a suspect's palms or the straightened tips of all of his fingers and thumbs, that's a danger cue. Another clue to assessing threat potential is how the subject is holding the edged weapon once it becomes visible. A knife held point first with a loose grip may telegraph an attempt at an underhand or slinging throw. The saber hold is for throwing overhand and is generally even less effective. But it is more powerful and may cause injury even though the knife doesn't stick. The ice pick or Hollywood grip is how many officers envision being attacked. Either a novice or an expert can use it effectively. The ice pick grip is hard to defend against and can even be delivered like this. The underhand grip lets an attacker slash as well as stab. He can hold the weapon in the hand furthest from you to protect it from disabling strikes. Then his forward hand can block or grab your arm to clear the way to the target. Another popular position is the diagonal underhand grip, which shows even